Hey beauties, and welcome back to Flow for Freedom Yoga. In today's video, we're doing a bar fusion with a twist of yoga. And for those that aren't familiar with the word bar, bar for one is ballet inspired, but most importantly, for us to know with this active Agers, bar combines small controlled movements to improve our strength and our posture and our stability. And it's perfect for keeping our bodies strong, steady as we age actively. All right, come find out what the fun is about. Let's flow together. Okay, I've added a little music just for fun to keep this practice nice and vibrant. All right, we're gonna move into Tadasana. Feet hip width apart, standing nice and tall, shoulders roll back and down. And we'll stay here just for a few breaths, looking directly out in front of you. Taking a deep inhale in, and then exhale, we sigh it out. Deep inhale in, exhale, sigh it out. One more, please. Deep inhale in, and we sigh it out. And just release that, And then we'll just find, taking our hips a little farther apart and just swaying side to side. Just shaking and working out the kinks, oiling our joints, preparing for our practice. And then just start to shake your arms out. Maybe you shake your legs out. Rolling your neck. How is your day going? Hopefully you're having a great day. So we're gonna move into half sun sals, which is a half sun salutation. In yoga, the word sun is S-U-N. In our practice here with Freedom Yoga, Flow for Freedom Yoga, we move to the S-O-N and give thanks to the S-O-N. Everything is to put him on the forefront and to give him all praise. All right, so as I mentioned, we're gonna move into that half sun sal. We'll take our arms out beside us. We'll inhale, take the arms up, plant your palms together, and maybe gaze at your thumb if it's comfortable for the neck. And then exhale, hands to heart center. We'll start off there first. Inhale, take your arms up, gaze at your thumbs. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Let's try that once more. Inhale, arms up, gaze high. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're gonna add on. Inhale, arms up, gaze high. Exhale, fold and hinge at your hips, bringing your belly onto your thighs, gaze between your legs. Inhale, press the floor away, come all the way up to standing. Bring your palms together as you gaze at your thumbs, and then bring your hands to heart center. This is our half S-O-N, half sun salutation. Let's try that twice more. Inhale, take your arms up, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, fold and bow. Find your halfway lift, adding in the lift. Exhale, fold. And then we root and we rise. Arms come up, gaze at your thumbs, and bring your hands to heart center. Actually, let's try that twice more. Inhale, arms up, gaze high. Exhale, we fold and we bow. Find that halfway. Belly onto your thighs. We will root and we will rise. This is just something great to do to lubricate our joints, hands, and heart center in the mornings. We got that one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Find your halfway. Bring your belly onto your thighs. We will root and we will rise. Hands come to heart center. Hands down. Take a few breaths. Notice how the breath is moving, if it's moving rapidly or if you have a steady, calm breath. And if the breath is moving rapidly, We slow it down by creating slow movement, controlled movements in and out the nose or the mouth. Deep inhale in and exhale it out. All right. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes. Bring your hands down beside you. We're going to move into side bend. So your hands are beside you. We'll lift that left arm up. We'll lengthen through the spine and exhale, find a side bend and take your gaze wherever it's comfortable. That could be at the floor, out in front of you, or at the ceiling. And this is more of a challenge for some. Maybe you notice that your triceps are next to your ears as you press and root down through that left foot. Inhale, come back up and bring that left hand down as you now bring that right hand up. Lengthen here. Exhale, find your side bend. Same thing on this side. Rooting down through that right foot. Triceps next to the ears. Reach your fingertips to the corner of the room. One more breath here. And exhale, release. All right, we're now gonna move into a little bit of a balance challenge. And we're gonna just lift one leg and then the other. So know if your balance is off, again, grab your chair. All right, so we're gonna come into Tadasana. You can bring your hands on your hips, bending the knees slightly. We're gonna bring that left leg up as we point the toe. And then bring it down. We'll bring that right leg up, bend the knee, point the toe. Left leg, bend the knee, point the toe. Right leg, bend the knee, point the toe. Now, if you're feeling fairly stable, you can move a little swifter here, right? Give me a few more, just like that. All right, here we go. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring those legs down. All right, how was that for you? Was that a bit of a challenge? And it can be, no matter how old you are, what age you are, balancing can be hard to do. All right, so now we're gonna move into Tadasana, which is here, and then into chair. So keep that in mind. All right, so we're gonna move back into our Tadasana, shoulders rolled back and down. You're on all 4 corners of your feet. Now we'll start with bringing the hands to heart center and just see how the knees are feeling. We're gonna go down for 4 and up for 4. Here we go. I'm gonna move to the side so you can see a side body view. We're gonna take it back, 4, 3, 2, 1. We go straight up for 4, 3, 2, squeeze your cupcakes. Here we go. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Up for 4, 3, 2, squeeze. Down for 4, 3, 2, 1. I think you got it. Up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. One more time. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, and squeeze. How was that? We're going to add on to that. We're going to add our arms, then we're going to add our heels. All right, let's bring our hands back to heart center. We're going to go down for 2 and up for 2. Again, using our arms at some point and then lifting our heels. So prepare for that. Exhale, take it down for 2. Pause. Up for 2. Squeeze. Down for 2. Pause. Up for 2. And pause. Do you guys hear my knees cracking? Are yours cracking too? Down for 2. Up for 2. Let's add the arms. So take your arms down and then we'll go up for 2. Arms go up as we bend the knees. Exhale, arms come down as we straighten. Arms go up as we bend the knees. Chair. Arms go right down beside us as we come to standing. 2 more, please. Up and down. 1 more. Up and down. All right, let's add the heels. So you won't be able to see my heels because again, I have on baggy clothes, but we're gonna move into moving the right leg, right heel up and then lowering. And then we start with the left. So here we go. Right heel goes up as you bend the knees, arms go up. Can you see that movement there? And then exhale, bring it all down. We now go to the left leg. Inhale, left leg goes up, arms up. Exhale down, squeeze it all together through the midline. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Give me one more, please. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. All right, one last bit of a challenge. We're gonna move into static movement in the chair. So bring your arms up, tricep next to your ear, shoulders roll down your back. All right, take your bum back, heels and glutes hugged in. And we hold, chest is lifted for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Shake that out. I tell you, sometimes where you're in these challenging and awkward poses, you hold your breath. But remember to breathe, remember to breathe, remember to breathe. All right, we're gonna move into what we call sun salutation A. And again, our sun salutation is S-O-N salutation. We are worshiping and giving salute to the one who died on the cross for us. All right, so coming back to the top of your mat, finding Tadasana, shoulders roll back and down. And then we'll also move into a sequence at some point as well, so keep that in mind. Inhale, take your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, this time, maybe we swan dive, lead with our heart. Find that halfway, lift palms on your shins, back muscles shift forward. Exhale, bring your belly to your thighs. We're gonna step it back into a plank, nice and strong here. Shift your weight slightly forward, keep your elbows close together, and take it all the way down to the ground. Inhale, uncurl the toes. You're on the shoelace side of the feet. And then lightly press your fingers to the ground as you lift your chest. Gaze is out in front of you. We're working the back of the body. And give me 4 breaths right here, all on your own. One more breath here, please. And then we curl our toes. We're gonna move right back into that plank. So on your inhale, lift straight up. And then we go into downward facing dog. Option is to walk your dog while you're here, bending one knee and then the other. Then find static movement. All right, here we go. We'll lunge the right foot forward, and then we'll drop the back knee. Inhale, take your arms up overhead, moving into a low lunge. We'll pause here just for a breath. And then exhale, circle your hands down, move back to that downward facing dog. Now we're moving the left foot forward. Drop the back knee. Inhale, arms come up. Again, pause here. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down. Downward facing dog. All right, let's begin a little bit of a sequence. So bring in that right foot back to the top of the mat, plant the foot, and then drop your back heel where you're parallel, there you go. We parallel that back foot. That's what I'm trying to say. And then cartwheel the arms up, moving into warrior two. And I'm already there. All right, so this is now a hip opener. When we lunge the foot forward before, we're in neutral hips. So now we've moved into open hips. The front of our bodies, maybe you notice that it's facing the long edge of your mat. That front knee is tracking towards the short edge of your mat. Arms are out. Maybe your gaze is looking at the video or out in front of you. We're breathing here. Nice breaths here. All right, we will straighten the front leg. We're moving into triangle. If you know it, go ahead and go into it. But go ahead and just shorten your stance just slightly to make this a little more accessible. Shift your weight forward and drop that right arm down right below or above the knee as your left arm comes up. Option is to take it behind your head. The end game is to keep an outer rotation of this left shoulder. And if you're able to do that by keeping the left arm up, then this is perfect. Breathing here. All right, go back to your warrior two. Cartwheel your arms down, frame that foot, and go back into downward facing dog. We'll lunge that left foot forward. Plant that right foot onto the ground, cartwheel the arms up. I've moved to the other side so you can see me. You have your eyes on me. We're moving into warrior two. We're already here, hopefully. That back foot is parallel. That front knee is facing the short edge of the mat. The front of your body is facing the long edge of your mat. And your gaze is wherever it's comfortable, out in front of you, or maybe you're more concentrated on the video. All right, we're now moving into triangle. So again, an option is to shorten your stance to make it more accessible. Straighten the front leg, shift your weight forward, and take your hand onto a block or below or above the knee. Never holding on to the knee because we are finding, well, to keep the knee safe for one, but we're working the obliques here. Again, looking for that outer rotation of the shoulder. Maybe the arm goes back. If it was back on the right side, maybe it's back on the left side here. Breathing here. Oh, loving the choice of music today. All right, here we go. Back to warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down. Frame that foot. Step into downward facing dog. We're going to flow through a vinyasa. So roll it to the top of your mat. And then exhale, take it all the way down to the ground. Keep your palms beside you on the ground. You're on the shoelace side of the foot or the feet. And lift yourself up to cobra. Exhale, release that. Curl your toes, press it up to plank. And then downward facing dog. Bend your knees and step it to the top of your mat. Find your halfway. Bring your belly to your thighs. Root and rise, arms come up. Hands at heart center. Take a moment here. All right, how was that? We moved through a warm-up, a short sequence, and then now we're going to move onto the ground to do a little bit of core work. If you have a ball, which I did mention in the beginning, grab your ball. Now these balls here, you can grab at your local Walmart. I bought several for my students over at Five Below. I think that's what it's called, Five Below. I bought several of them. They have them. But if you don't have a ball today, that is fine. We can work without a ball. But if you're ever out and about, or when you're out and about, look for a ball, something this size. All right, so we're going to move on to the ground. And we're wanting this ball in the low middle back. So we don't want it too close to the lower sacrum, but we want to sit it back just a tad, just walk it back just a tad. And then we lean back. There we go. It needs a little air in it. All right, so we're gonna move into boat pose. And in our boat pose, we're looking for that same shape we look for in down dog. I may not have mentioned that earlier, but in down dog, if you ever are near a mirror, you'll see that there is a V shape within your body. And here in this mod variation of boat, we're looking for that same V from knee. This is your point, and this is the top. So you're looking for that V here. Your chest is shifted. And we're going to go ahead and bring that right leg up, bring it in towards the chest, chest towards the knee, shoulders roll back and down. And then we'll bring that left leg up. And the ball is just back there to support your lower back, to make it a little more accessible for you. All right, hold in through the midline because this is tough. I am feeling it already. So really hug in your core, your glutes. And you can stay here, but if this is feeling okay, you can bring your arms out. Again, it's your core that you're snatching in to keep those legs lifted, and your arms are out. And we're breathing here. And if you want to find movement, you can take the arms up. You can take the arms out, take the arms up, take the arms out. Maybe we bring the arms in, bring the arms in. What a challenge. Bring the arms out, bring the arms in, bring the arms out. Maybe bring that right hand to the right knee and then out. Left hand to the knee. Oh, this is torture. And tap out. One last one. And then we bring the knees together. I tell you, I'm not gonna lie. I was breaking into a little bit of a sweat. All right, we're gonna try that one more time, but we're gonna add a little bit of twist to it. All right, so go ahead and reposition yourself, get comfortable. We'll bring that right leg in, that left leg in, snatch that core in, arms come out, and we're gonna sway the arms over to your right, left, and then over to your right. That's how much this is like, I forgot what side I'm on. Left and right. Now, if you wanna add the legs, you can shoot the legs out and bring them in, out, and bring them in, out, and give me two. Last one. And bring it in. Wow. This is why I need to come back in. I am in this with you guys. Like, this was very challenging for me. But if you're feeling a little something in your back, go ahead and roll onto your back and bring your knees into your chest. And we'll rock side to side just to massage our sacrum. And let's reset the spine, bringing your knees to a 90-degree angle. We'll bring our palms onto our knees and we'll bring the knees in towards the chest and then move it away. In towards the chest and then move it away. In towards the chest, move it away. One more time, in towards the chest, move it away. Bring your hands, now if it's safe for you to find a twist, we're going to find a twist over to your left. Take a few breaths here. Getting a little back relief here. And then bring your knees back to center as you shift them over to the right. And then back to center, and then make your way all the way up. All right, we move slowly, safely, and joyful together. If you need to continue to stretch, I encourage you to stretch. In this video, we did go a little slower and we're safe, but just know that every video is going to be different, but the videos are intended for you active agers just like me. Thank you for moving with grace with me today. Carry this peace, strength, and faith into the rest of your day. Until next time, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe.